Hello, how are you? We are back, okay? We're continuing with our unit about the organization of living things. So, the last session was about we talk about these vital functions. Do you remember? Nutrition, interaction, and reproduction. You can see the last video if you don't remember well, okay? And today we are going to start with the size of living things. Size of living things, it's related to if something is big or small, we are going to see. Everything can be big or small, but the size of living things are divided into two groups, okay? Two groups, not only big and small, but macroscopic and microscopic. Macroscopic, macro meaning big, okay? And microscopic, micro, very small, tiny, okay? We are going to see what's inside macroscopic. Macroscopic living things are those living things that can be seen with our naked eye, okay? Even if they are tiny, very small, if you can see it with your naked eye, it's macroscopic. I think it's quite clear. A lion, macroscopic. A zebra, macroscopic. A dog, macroscopic. But even smaller, like insects, a fly, macroscopic. A flea that is super tiny, microscopic. Okay? All of them, if you can see it with your naked eye or with the help of a magnifying glass, it's macroscopic. Okay? Macroscopic. Now, we're going to check these microscopic organisms. Microscopic living things can only be seen with the help of a microscope. You cannot see them with a magnifying glass, okay? So only with a microscope. I'm going to introduce you this little animal, okay? There is a microscopic animal called tardigrade. They are known as water bears and they are microscopic. You can see them. He's so cute. Yeah, you can find them in humid places, okay? Wet places, you are going to find these little super small animals, okay? They cannot be seen with our naked eye, neither with a magnifying glass, so it's a microscopic animal, okay? Very simple. Macroscopic, big, you can see it with your eye. Microscopic, you cannot see with your eye, you need a microscope. Very good, very easy. And today we are going to see as well the next part, that is the cell. Where is the cell? Let's see. The cell is the smallest unit of life, okay? The smallest unit of life. All the living things are made of them. And there are two types of cell. Okay? Very simple. The smallest unit of life is the cell. And all the living things are formed by cells. Easy. Two types of cell. Animal cell, plant cell. You've got a hint in the name. So the animal cell is going to be the cells that form part of the animals, okay? All the animals are formed by this type of cell. And they have different parts. The cell membrane, this is the shell of the cell, okay? Cytoplasm, there is a viscous liquid in the membrane where the organelles float. And you may say, what are the organelles? Now, organelles, specialized structures within the cell, okay? And nucleus, that has the cell's genetic material, okay? We are going part by part. The outer part of the cell is the membrane, okay? That forms, it participates, it takes part in the interaction function of the cell. Very important. Inside the cell membrane, there's a viscous liquid that is the cytoplasm. Okay? And in this cytoplasm, we've got the organelles that are parts of the cell with different specific functions, okay? Some of them are related to nutrition, some of them to reproduction, very important parts of the cell. And the most important part is the nucleus, okay? In the nucleus, you've got the most important information of the cell, the genetic material that will transmit with in the reproduction, okay? When the cell divides, the nucleus get divided, okay? Important. Animal cell, cell membrane, cytoplasm, organelles, and nucleus. Very easy. And now we've got the other cell. If the animal cell was related to animals, the plant cell is of course related to plants. And we can find also different parts, some of them different to the other cell. Pay attention. The cell wall, it's a hard shell that protects the cell. Cell membrane, a membrane containing the cytoplasm in it. The cytoplasm, viscous liquid with organelles floating in, that's the same. And chloroplasts, these are very important. There are more organelles in the plant cell, but the most important for us is the chloroplasts, okay? In this, we're going by parts. The cell wall, very hard, protects the cell, okay? Important. The membrane, the same function as in the other cell, okay? It contains the cytoplasm in it. Cytoplasm, the viscous liquid, just the same. And inside the cytoplasm, we've got these organelles called chloroplasts. These are important because they are in charge of the nutrition of the plant. So they are in charge of doing the photosynthesis, okay? You know it. Very important. Chloroplast. I know it's it may be a difficult word, but you have to know it, okay? Important. And in the center of the cell, you're going to find the nucleus as well with the genetic material. That's important too. So, plant cell with cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm, and chloroplasts. Very easy. I think you're going to find these. You have to draw this in your notebook and label the different parts in it, okay? I think it's quite easy. If you study it, you're gonna do it right and you're gonna have no problem, okay? So that was all, and till the next class. Okay, so bye bye. See you guys. See you next class. Bye.